Dale's out. All right, how we doing, everybody? All right. I'm trying to get in here. We got some room on this side, so y'all don't have to tighten up with everybody. So check out if you have to make room. Go ahead. Where you going to? Oh, y'all trying to sneak on that inside. Oh, you trying to sneak on that side. That's all right. Everybody all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, two to be here. Appreciate it Most High for giving us another Yom. Didn't have to do it, but it done it again. And we here. Ain't that right? Good to see y'all back. Well, that COVID came in here and snatched a lot of y'all out of here, didn't it? Little by little, y'all making your way back. I miss Yahushua do it. Little by little. Ain't that right? He took them out in masses, in droves. They let y'all return back little by little. Make people appreciate. I don't know if y'all appreciate your break, though. It give you a chance to consider and to think. Just how fragile your life is, your existence. A lot of people, how many of y'all pretty healthy people usually? Rarely get sick. How many folks I got out here? Yeah? Some of y'all, I'm saying. So some up. Caution. You rarely be sick. Cause you were number 2 ever had COVID. When COVID came out, number 2. You were number 2 for the week. No, you started with you. When Ernie had, they didn't have a name for it all the way. I just know he left him looking like Johnny Depp with that belly. He came back. He was skinny. Y'all remember that Ernie left him with that Johnny Depp belly from Blow? How many of y'all seen that movie Blow with Johnny Depp? Man, he got old, he walked that belly, how Ernie used to be. He got rid of that Johnny Depp belly, he was back. Ernie was gone a long time then. Then second person we know had it was you, Kasha. Then after that, it just started trickling on through people, didn't it? Who was number 3? Jahid. Jahid was the spreader. Jahid was the host. Yeah, he was the host. That joker just started taking it. He took me down and took down Porky Mike. Still ain't healed up. That been over a year ago. I ain't had you took out, I ain't smell. You tried to get in some water. He said, I don't feel good. Cause I just lay here on your couch, just breathe. She like, he don't remember. I tried to help for. He was a stray dog. I put him in the backyard. Gave some water, joke ain't said nothing about he was full blown. Had she looked in their eyes and seen them crocodile eggs sitting there? That joke had, he had them fresh. I had him in the car, man. I had the window down, cause I like, just roll the window. He like, yeah, roll them windows up. You know what I'm saying? Kind of chilling, cause we didn't know the center with the headache. That joker took me out too. I'm feeling all sorry. I know that matter. Put that joke on the spreadway, did 100, took my foot, put it and mashed that joke out the car. But he had already infected me. They ain't gonna go take a COVID test 4 months later. Yeah, preacher, y'all didn't get it from me. They say I'm clear. Like, nigga, it's 4 months later. Of course we ain't get it from you 4 months later. That joke was the host. And like Alien, y'all remember Alien was laying all them eggs? That Alien movie was scary back then. All the movies now, you look at, they ain't nothing but comedies. You can't look at nothing no more. These folks so serial killer crazy now, man. They ain't got nothing to compete with these folks do now. I remember they came out with Saw. I seen that. I said, that's enough. That joint, that mind bending. You know, who thinks of stuff like that? White people. Crazy, deranged white people. Chew your arm off or you die in 5 seconds. First, hold on, give me time to wrap my mind on it. Then even you chew your arm out, you still die. You're like, I don't know what to do. It's crazy. I mean, the stuff they give you, never white people. If you ever get kidnapped by some white people, they ask them, you don't watch Saw, do you? They say, yeah, go ahead and kill yourself while they take you. Don't wait, you ain't gonna escape it. But anyway, Dr. Fauci came on today, he announced that he's the leading corona Omicron expert in the earth. And he came out and gave us some information that we were not aware of, and I appreciate it. You know that he said today, he announced that, he said everybody gonna wind up getting it. Yeah, they say announced it today. The world leading Omicron Corona-19 virus, Delta virus expert. He said today, he said everybody gonna get it. Boy, I was so glad to get that information because I was so thrown. I said, well, maybe I won't get it. But according to Dr. Fauci, we all gonna get it. Had I heard that it was some kind of way somebody could have told me. If I had a crystal ball, you know what I'm saying? Something that could have told me. You know, maybe a man's a God. Some of my man's of God would have told me. I don't know what these people think. Everybody gonna get it. How many of y'all missed this try? How many of y'all hadn't got it yet? Ain't nobody left. Hold on, Aunt Smith, you had coronavirus when you slept on your couch. Kennedy and Smitty. Couple hours. Who else had a hand? Ray. Oh, you ain't had it, Ray. You done had it. Hold on a minute. Lenita, you had corona before it came out. You ain't had corona. And she was at home sick the whole time with John. She don't think she had corona. She told me, I just had a fever. And I came back and body with her. Yeah, that's corona. They just tested you. You weren't sick. Well, you have to take her word for it, I guess. So you ain't have it? Who else? Taps again. Tell when you sick. You weren't never sick. I thought, yeah, that was corona. That's what these folks do. On the other lot, they misdiagnose a lot of people. All that stuff in the same family. I'm being with you, a lot of this stuff in the same family. It ain't no, oh, I had it. So it ain't like I'm down and people forgetting it. But just no way to escape it. It's out here. That's just being honest. Mr. Yahushua done intended, he done put this thing out. He even told us in the book, your cousin called. He told him to cry and told him that a sword was sharpened. That's what he told. He said a sword was sharpened. And he told, he said gonna fall on Sadiq just like the wicked, the Rosha. No, John, he said he sharpened his sword. He's out furbished it. He's out polished it. It's for the slaughter. He declared it. It was gonna put against everybody. So he don't put a sword out here for everybody. The only thing you do now, make sure you're right. I know a lot of y'all been off for a while, and it's good to see y'all come back. But I know I seen y'all already. Y'all was slowly moving. Man, we had less people. We had more boogie going on here than we had with y'all. Well, me, y'all got comfortable. Y'all said, well, I'm just back. Don't y'all know Mr. Yahushua remove you for a while so you can consider? Then come back and let you back to see where you're in the same spot. Ain't nothing changed with you. I ain't saying you got to come jump around and try to impress it. Nothing you do it for nobody else. It's for you. You got to know for yourself what he's done for you and what he's doing for you and what he cannot do for you and what he won't do for you. Because all that is all contingent on him. Nobody moves that man on nothing he do. Nobody. Whatever he decide to do, he set his mind to do it. That's what he going to do. Whatever he said that Lord to do, he gonna do it. He said that Lord to put people in the hospital and kill them. From something that everybody else just keep walking, it ain't even a problem. That's what he intended to do. He intended to make himself known to everybody, one way or another. So you all have to really sit back and consider. It wasn't your time to go out this time. Next time some of us will be on the road. We've been the one to be there. Guess what? Your time to come on and go back out again. It ain't just one time you get it, you get it again. How many of y'all don't like that test? Y'all might well get used to it. Go and get you a block of cocaine, stick it up your nose and numb it, because you're going back. Now listen, y'all ain't gonna get the vaccine. I ain't gonna get it either. You finna get a lot of nose shoving. I don't think nothing about it no more. Because I realize some stuff you just gonna have to adjust yourself for and just get out of it. It's part of life. What you gonna do at that point? This is where we at. And Mr. Yahushua, he intended it to go that way. Somebody need to turn. You know what the whole thing is? He don't even want everybody to turn. Don't you know if everybody on your right turn, it'll throw his numbers off. It'll mess it. Do y'all know it'll throw his numbers off? Can you imagine the ball he put out here across the whole of right? And I ain't intended for everybody to get it. It'll mess my numbers up. Y'all got that? So why pick you? Why pick you? Tell me when y'all ready here, tell me what you do that's different than other folks I am. What do you do? What differentiates you from anybody else to pick you? What do you do? What can you offer? What can you do that nobody else can do? That's for everybody. That's why you have to be appreciative and consider. That's exactly it. If you can sing, he got somebody can sing better than you. If you dance, he got somebody can dance better than you. If you can make money, he got somebody make more money than you. The only way to beat him out is how you a shama. Is every double ring. Y'all got to be willing. Got to be always on a constant mind to consider, because this opportunity he's giving him, he can very well take it away from you too. He'll take out and take you away. He'll let you go back. He let things happen just so you consider. But a lot of us, it's real temporary. It's not something that we constantly kind of let resonate and just consider. That man can take me out of here. And anytime he wants, that man can move me out of here. Could have took me then. A lot of stuff we've been very unappreciative of. We really hadn't thought nothing about it. It's just the kind of Yahuwah. None of y'all got to bury your kids. There's some other people burying theirs. How many of y'all kids had the virus? All my grandkids had it. Even my grandkids that's not him, they had it too. I had a partner, his little son, he contracted it. He didn't even get the virus. He caught something else. Now, listen, he was in ICU for about 2 weeks on breathing machine. Now he got to go through speech classes. This is a baby, ain't even one. He got to go through speech classes, and he got to go through swallowing classes. He got to be trained how to swallow again. Listen, he got a counselor now. Listen, they bill done went up from daycare. You know daycare already high. They got to pay for a nanny who can sit here and monitor and watch. How many of y'all can afford that bill? For a baby that ain't even one. For somebody to sit at your house every day with your child to make sure they swallow right. So what happened if they swallow wrong? So when you leave, what's your mind on? You got to keep calling, keep checking. All it takes is the wrong swallow. See, a lot of stuff you take for granted. Kids got up, got bad welfare. Dog, the kid's sick. Can you imagine having to deal with your kid in ICU for 2 weeks? With tubes running down in their nose and then and now they got to be trained how to swallow again and you got to train them how to speak. And then you got to be there too. Women, you got to take off from work because you got to be there with them. Man, a lot of stuff we take for granted, don't we? We got kids in here with them. None of them in ICU. None of them been in ICU. None of them got to do no speech therapy. None of them got to do no swallowing, have no swallowing therapy. None of them got to pay for a nanny who going to probably charge how much do you think to be there every day? What you figure that is? Probably about $50 a week. What you think that bill look like? When Scotty Wright drop you that bill, your kid been in ICU for 2 weeks. Oxygen ain't cheap. They charge you for that stuff. A lot of these folks don't know. When Nick was in there, that was back, what year that was? Back in 2000 something? 2013? And she was in there, you got a bill, what, about $1 million? Can you imagine what you do to give you a bill for $1 million? Most of y'all don't even know if you get a bill, you know your insurance don't pay out but $1 million one time. Most of y'all don't know that though. Most niggas don't know that. I would put y'all in the number with them other niggas, but I ain't gonna do it to you. Y'all don't know, most of these folks got health insurance. You don't know when you hit $1 million, your insurance ends. Cause most of y'all they didn't teach y'all that, did they? How many of y'all didn't know that? That's why you pay me. You don't get you get $1 million one-time payout. You think I can afford to pay out $3 and $4, $5 million every time you get sick and you get something death-defying and you laying up in there? You get that one time, baby boy. After that, we end that. That's done. Let the government deal with it. Let charity do it. When the government get it and when charity get it, you think they give you all that pretty computer stuff lighting up in there, glittering all through the room and finger holding? No, we ain't gonna be able to do that. We'll give you a milk jug, piss in that. We'll give you some newspaper. You mess on that. That's what the dogs. That's how you train a puppy. Them folks not gonna give you that kind of care. Don't y'all know the Negro is in bad shape? Man, we see a lot of stuff. Y'all make it back here. If folks ain't making it back. As simple as that army crime is, Mr. Yahushua used something simple like that just to take him out, just so people will feel. Because he's determined to take out 1 or 2 or 5 or 20 or 100 people. He'll send something through and let it hit everybody, but only determined to get a couple of them. And you know why the other people will hit? So they'll feel. You people have to feel. But I know you won't, so don't even worry about it. I already know you won't. I wouldn't even try to make you feel. It'll be the next round he'll make you feel. He's going to keep intensifying till you get it kaboom. That's all the man wants. He wants us to honor. He wants his kaboom. He wants his honor. This ain't enough. He got something else for you. So don't get yourself wrapped up with army crime. This won't be the one to take you out. It's another one coming. They're going to keep renaming this stuff because Mr. Yahushua going to keep working till he turns somebody. He sent them tornadoes all up through the west. You know why? Where's it go? He determined it was somebody he wanted. But somebody going to turn. Don't you know somebody going to turn at one of y'all move? What you think about that? That somebody going to turn when you move. Somebody praying that one day he touched their Lord so they can get right. It's just going to take the right event. It could be you. You could be the person that he take out in front of them. Them people say, you know what? That could have been me. I got to get right. I got to get myself right. But I already know you people won't consider because life has been really good to you for what you think it is, but you don't realize a lot of stuff is a snare. It's a snare to pull you in, make you think you escaped something, you got over something. It's still out here. So Army Crummy gone because you got well? It's still not over. Y'all see all them people patting them lines out. Only Mr. Yahushua can make people that afraid that keep going. And people go there much as they hate it, and you don't pass the day. Come back tomorrow. And then come back 2 days later till you finally pass. And then you'll keep going, and you know what? You have to go right back and get tested again. Because that said you got exposed. So anybody been exposed to anybody else? You got to go back. You say, I've been tested on. Yeah, you got to go get retested. What you going to do with that? Because they're going to start putting y'all through skip tracing. You do know that, right? Through tech. Y'all know they're going to put y'all through tracing, right? Hello? Yeah. So now you just got over it, and now you've been around somebody with it. So get what you need to do. Go back and get retested. Until they feel good. Mr. Yahushua coming at all our fears. Just so he can trouble us so we can get it right. The way of y'all synagogue, y'all don't notice. You're sloppy. You're very sloppy. You're very casual. You're very lax. We get a real debauch. I ain't just saying it because I said it. With clarity and understanding. That's why these kids sit up here in their front seat. These kids will beat y'all here. Some will start trying to find their seat early. Because they want to be ready when the word comes. They want to dictate, want to write it down. They want to make sure they got it. And this is what Mr. Yahushua intended. And you know what? It don't even bother y'all do it. The fact that you sat there, you have nothing. You can't remember nothing. You ain't wrote down there, but you got a whole bunch of junk in your phone. These kids come here with paper, tablet, pen, pencil, writing it down. I put it up there. They said, can you go back? I didn't finish. I want to get the whole definition so I understand it. No, I told y'all before, this man going to get rid of y'all. Y'all going to say he going to get, a lot of y'all been, I told the bear, I saw you been about 15 years. I already count y'all time. Reason why I count y'all time, because I'm going through, I'm getting rid of some of y'all. And I'm going to tell you what'll work. These minutes, y'all been in there. Do y'all not know when people get on their knees and start crying, they break me down? That's not why they're shaking their head. They want to know why y'all shaking y'all head. I hesitated and changed. When I do it, make no mistake, I won't turn from it. It's going to be for our betterment. See, let me tell you what, it don't help us when people let you keep being the same person you are. You got to be provoked to change. That's what it took me. You got to be provoked. We got to be pushed into change. Too lax. I said, you know what, they're too lax. They're too lax. He let me see it for a reason. We got to get better. That's the whole purpose. He spared our Kai, get an opportunity to change, and you don't get up better, and we don't get that real yara and get that a heart from that fear and get that real love from. Eventually, you'll be right back where you were. You'll get comfortable, and you'll think time passed, you been well, ain't nothing going on, look like things getting better. Things ain't gonna get better. Things only light up just enough for us to realize, get what you gotta get now, because I'm getting ready to destroy that place. Don't put your whole life in that place. I'm only making provision to get what I can get, because I can make sure the way y'all gonna eat, no matter what. That's the only reason I do what I'm doing. I gotta make sure we eat no matter what. When they come down, the whole world starving, and what they gotta do, at the end of the day, I gotta make sure one adult eat at any cost. Y'all got me? If any baby gotta be sacrificed, it can't be ours. Somebody else baby gotta go. Any man or any woman gotta be sacrificed, it can't be ours, it gotta be somebody else's. That's just how the world gonna come down to it. It's gonna be pecking order. If you ain't got your defense and you ain't set yourself up, these folks gonna take care of pecking order. The rich, the filthy rich and the wealthy, that's at the top of the pecking order. You don't even wanna know where you at. Think about it, the average you really have nothing you can do. You still trying to find something to do. At certain points in your life, at certain age, you can't be finding nothing to do. You already have done it. And getting ready to complete it. Y'all lazy. I watch y'all do stuff. I said, man, there's no anywhere I could do some stuff y'all do. If I did that stuff, man, I'd have been out the door. I couldn't do it. I don't know how y'all do it. But I want to tell y'all that, because how long y'all think they're going to let me keep staying here? Listen, nobody ain't telling these people the truth. These folks lying to these people. You think these people really care about getting right? These people just care about a show. I don't care about no show. At the end of the day, my whole concern is to try to save people. Here, as well as those that's out there got a mind to hear it. Y'all got it? And I don't want everybody. I can't use everybody. That's just being honest. It's too much headache and too much stress. I attach to people. I take on your whole life, everything you got. I don't need it. At the end of the day, all I want to do is get a set of people that got minded to hear this thing to take it and just lead the way on to where we got to go. A lot of y'all complacent. I watch you. Please don't try to do nothing extra to try to look like, preacher, look at me. I'm trying. The only reason you would say look at you is because you ain't been doing that before. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you'll shine anyway. How many times the lights told y'all they was on? What they doing? That's all you supposed to do. He said, you're the aurora of the arise. Why you ain't shining? Got it? I'm telling y'all will see it now. When they come down, I know they're going to say, Preacher Jake, the preacher put it on you. Preacher ain't put it on you. Preacher ain't no fool. I see what's going on. It's time for us to step up to the mark. We can't worry about what the other people doing. It's all these adults, these congregations, they doing what they want to do at the end of the day. Every preacher that mind, and he looking on, he got to give an account for him and his flock. I got to give an account for mine. Y'all got it. That's why I can't take care about it. So now, if I tap you, I tell you now, go ahead and now take off. Don't be like, what that mean? We tripping. Not at all. I'm still standing up. At the end of the day, folks, it's time for we got to get this thing right. Some of y'all, it's just a drag on, same old thing. At some point, the light got to click on. This is your salvation. This is it. When you're done, this is it. From here, you know where you go to. That's right. You're going to Kabbalah now. That time we'll see each other. We'll be in the mosh pot. And that's where the separation come in at. That my rod, that my paddle. Man said, we don't move like that. Ain't but one rod. And he gonna take all his sheep with him. He should know me. I used to write some more. I don't know you. I never knew you. That man tell you I never knew you. Depart from me. Everything you done been iniquity, been kataim. Ain't been nothing but sin. That's what we gotta make sure we get right. Y'all all right? All right, so don't say it. I ain't tell you. It's the first time y'all heard it. All right, just make sure. Because somebody going to say they ain't never heard it before. But it'll happen because somebody out of all of y'all, the light going to click on. They're going to say, you know what? I got it. I know what I got to do. So I'm counting these young people. I told y'all before, y'all young, don't take it for granted what y'all getting now. As y'all get older, some of y'all will get comfortable. You'll get lax. You don't want to be like these people. It ain't every one of them. Y'all seen them? Look behind y'all. Look at them. A lot of them that got comfortable. They don't went far, they going to go. Listen, as much as you going to get out of them, you done got it. So otherwise, look, ain't nothing you do. You ever had one of them, y'all done had them Capri Sun? Yeah. You suck it, then if you squeeze it down the bottom, there's some more in them. Might turn it up, see some more kind of strike the wire, you know what you do. Throw it away, ain't nothing else in it. Look behind y'all. A lot of them, got to throw them away. Ain't nothing in them. So you want to make sure y'all doing what y'all supposed to do and make sure you know how to walk. That man get ready to come back. That man done spared her. He can't do but so much out the while. He can't keep turning the blind out of us. We've been procrastinating. He's never changed. You know, he said, I'm growing. While we growing, is he growing? He said, man, I'll remain the same. The whole time been remaining the same. So now it's a matter of how long is he going to put up with you? How long is he going to keep letting, I'm growing? I'm getting ready to change. That man not going to keep going for that stuff. Eventually, you got to go ahead and be where you got to be at. Y'all got it? We talked about it before. He said when he come back, everybody that's filthy. He said, I don't need to change it now. Everybody that's Rosha, they're going to say unjust. What did he say? Be Rosha still. He said, I'm coming quickly. And my reward with me. I'm going to give it to every unashamed according to the work done been. What kind of work y'all got? What you looking to get when he come in? You think man come here and give you a trumpet? Like my dad used to call a trumpet. You think you finna get a trumpet? That man not finna give you no trumpet. What competition you been in? What you done? What you did? Man, we got to do something. We got to be able to do something these other people out here can't do. All right? Only thing you do is beat them when you're here. That's what you're attached to, and you're living something. That's how you beat them out. That's how you beat everybody out. You got to live something. Got to have some fear for him. That's it. You got to be able to hear. With what intent? I'm just listening. That's me. I just sit back. I just be listening. What they say? I mean, intend to do? That's all you doing. Just listen. That's the difference between us and the rock. Y'all, everybody else. We listen with the intent to do. Y'all got it? Don't just be listening. Be listening. You listen because I'm trying to hear it because that's what I want to do. All right? All right, we're going to get ready and let them do sound of Kato Sarah. And then those y'all at home now waiting to come back now. Don't be lazy. Don't be like these before. I don't seen these people now. And these just with my own, Yahushua see more than I do. He told he don't even see like I see. He look on the Lord. So we're going to try to get this thing right. Ain't that what y'all counting me to do? We'll do my job so we can get it right. I want us to make it in. I ain't telling y'all that because I don't want you to make it. I want no people out there. I want people to make it in. I don't want us to get too lax. Too many people count on us. Too many people watch. Y'all know how many people watch y'all know all y'all? They know all of y'all. They know. They know you see them. And they feel like you ought to know them because I watch you. I know you. I hear them call your name. I see you when the camera go around. I see you perform. I see you doing this. I know you. And I'm looking at you that with Smith. You got to be right because Smith ain't cutting no corners. I ain't going to cut no deals with you. All deal I'm going to cut with y'all is everybody got to come in by the door. Everybody got to get right. That's the only deal I can cut. That's the only deal I can cut you that he going to stand with. I can cut you some deal, but he ain't going to agree with them. So we got to make sure we get it right, folks. Oh, that's it. Ooh, much enthusiasm. That's what I like, much enthusiasm. But that's where you at. I can only meet you so far. I put it up here in the information. You hear it, then you got to make a decision. What you going to do with it? You going to step up to the mall or you going to keep digressing, going backward? I just being honest. As long as some of y'all been here, man, you'll be good and strong. That's it. You got to consider. A lot of y'all in here know you're not where you need to be. Over 95%, no, you're not. Got to be strong. That man told you fine to be strong in Yahuwah. Ain't that right? He said, fine, that's fine. He said, listen, man, you got to be strong in it. Got to put it on. Better withstand, folks can't recover, can't do it. I said, man, I ain't never seen my fucking pet. Got a stroke, folks got to find all these extra hobbies. Man, I got all kind of hobbies. I ain't got time for them. Oh, man, I love the fish. I bought a house. I ain't even get to look at how I ran straight out to the back of the lake. I was standing back of the lake. Man, can you still see the house? I said, I already see what I want to get and buy it. I got all kind of reels, boat back there, trolling motor, and I don't know the last time I've been out there. If I walk in that garage to get that reel, I'm not coming back outside. I cut every tree out my yard. I didn't leave one tree in my yard. I said, I want to see the wall when I pull. I did. I made it just convenient as I could be. I didn't want nothing in my way. I'm not going down now. I had the lights out there. I told 10 out of 10. I do my face. I said, go down there and change them lights for me. I go down, all I'm doing be aggravating. I call like my mind on too much other stuff now. I like to do it for so you get you a hobby. You need to get something. I got me a lifestyle. Yeah. A hobby is something you get to escape and run away to. This escape to me. Yes, sir. Getting him. What Luke would have ran to his escape and would have died. That man was trying to escape for his life. Yes, sir. And that's how we got to be in him. We trying to escape for our life. That man finna tear that place up. Yes, how long that man gonna wait on us to get right? Let these people keep doing what they doing. Mr. Yahuwah intended to destroy their place with these people in it. There's a lot of people watching, procrastinate. You can't keep procrastinating. You got to get them to do something. There's a lot of them talking, I'm about ready. I know it. To keep that lead foot and that lead behind, and that's what he wants you at. And you're going to die in your guitar. Yep. See that? I'm telling you what. And then some of y'all got him, and this where you got lead foot at. Lead foot and lead behind. You worrying on other folks. You got to make a decision for yourself. That's right. You have to be persuaded in yourself. You got to know for yourself why you here, and you can't let nothing deter you and get you off. At the end of the day, remember why you came? This first time I ever said that, ain't it? No, sir. Remember why you came? It's good couples can come here and be together. At the end of the day, you know your mind had to be in. If that person don't, I know what I'm intending to do. I know what I'm intending to do. I had one couple here, and they had made an agreement that any one of them ever leave. One of them was to stay to keep the child. Y'all remember that, don't you? Oh, yeah, that's the agreement they made. That's what they told her. They said they made the agreement. If any one of them ever got off, the other one was to stay and keep the child and grow the child up in their way. They departed together. Oh, they didn't stay together long. It don't take long. It don't been on a little while, Mr. Yahuwah going to come in, he's going to serve it, whatever you got. If you can't keep your commitment to Mr. Yahuwah, I don't believe nothing you say. That's your first, biggest, longest, most dedicated commitment to him. If you ain't got one with him, I don't believe nothing you say. I mean, what I'm expect from you? You gonna quit, you gonna fail, you gonna stop. What else can you do? Your first commitment obligation is to him, because that's for your nefesh. All right, we put that out there. Come on. They don't want to hear no more of this. Come on. All of that able. Most High Kudash Abba, separated Father, Hadu, which is thanks for all you've done and rendered unto us, for sparing our Kai, our lives, for giving us this great opportunity to be able to Yakra upon your Shem, which call upon your name. We palal unto you, in which we ask that you baraka us, lamed us, which is show us and teach us, instruct us, and grant us the Ruach HaKadosh, which is the spirit of separation, to seal us unto the human redemption. Baraka us and blot out all of our kata and our ma'al, which are our sins and our transgressions, recovering those that gone and taken from us, especially our young adults and our benin, our children and our yarders. Be a baraka to our newborns and to the newly delivered aims, to the mothers. Be a baraka unto us to search us and see if there be anything that can cause us to be distracted or turn away or doubt. Not aman, which is not believing that which you've committed to our trust. Baraka us, which is bestow a gift upon us, and let your debar, let it marshal and shah over our basar and over our nafash, which is let your word, let it rule over and govern our flesh and our souls. Baraka those that are watching in, that seek you with all, that yakra upon your shem, which is called upon your name. Grant them the law of desire to turn to be a bard of yours, which is a servant before it's everlasting too late. We ask you that if you find anything that calls us to move from you, you cast it away from us and halal us into the Darak everlasting, which is lead us into the way of life. Let the debar of our paw, which are the words of our mouth, let the meditation of our lives, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your which is in your sight. And as we prepare to move further, we palau, in which we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praise, the kabod, the glory, and the kabod, the honor, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua, Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. All right. All right, let's see where we go from here. All right, y'all know we're going to start here on Romans 15:4. Same thing we put up in every time. Y'all always know why we do this. That's right. You got to establish yourself first. Y'all got it? Got to establish yourself. All right, 15:4, listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
For whatever was written before.
Nikatab for our Lamed.
It was written to teach us, to show us, to instruct us.
That we through endurance.
What do we say endurance was, young people? Hold on for a minute. Something to something to something to something. I heard your voice. So going what? That's right. Without giving up. Basically, not giving away means without giving up. That's what y'all want to consider. Going through and not giving up. So a lot of times, this is things that people don't consider, okay? So like when it comes to chastisement and through
Nakum
and through consummation. So if we go through and don't quit, then we got a prize. Y'all got it? Shaul declared something. I want hands. What did he say? Based on what I said. Who picked it up? You picked it up. You picked it up. You picked it up. I got a pastor back here. I'm going to have to respect it. Hold on. That hard. I'm in the hallway. Hard back. Ryan. Who else out there? Darren. All right, Darren just getting back. Y'all see if Darren got it right now. What y'all say? He got the right answer, wrong answer. Right answer, wrong answer. Right answer. Right answer. Somebody said, you said wrong that time. Right? Wrong? Wrong. Right? That's tight, but look, you guys, I don't know what you did. He can't, this is wrong. You better be glad Malachi ain't sitting on him. Malachi. Hell better sitting there, he said, I'm wrong. I said, what? He answered, he said, I told you. Wait, no. All right, we're going to go with Darren. Y'all ready? All right, tell him what he's saying. That's what he said. He right. That's what he said. If I do this thing willingly, what you think he willing to do? Willing to go through and do what? Go through without giving, suffer. And we'll prove that out, okay? And through consummation of the
Ketubim,
of the writings,
might have tikva.
We might have tikva. We have a connection, a cord. So let's see. Pick me up at 9 and 14. If will, that should be Acts of the Shalakim. They call it Acts of the Apostles. Acts of the Apostles. Y'all know how hard that is. It's like trying to swallow aspirin. Acts 9. What's up? Okay. This one is out of business. Acts of the Shalakim. They're called apostles. All right. They said, man, we just get back and he come at us. That's right. Y'all know why? Because I hug you. I don't want to let you down. I watch some of y'all, man, mealy mouth and cry and whine and drag on and can't get strong. The bar build you up. I wouldn't be the man I was if it wasn't for this bar. Yeah. And when we transfer and we learn more, it only made me better. That's right. This ain't made me feel like nowhere crying and giving up. No subpar, not me. Ain't that right? No. That right here paid the way for me. I'm a witness to it. If a man keep himself and do like the man told you, shoot, that man provide. I tell that man provide, shoot, that man make a way for you. I'm talking about, listen, it's set for the Yahudim to take it. For Yahushua to recover to, listen, he made it for the recover. When we recover ourselves and get our understanding, shoot. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, we be like Shamshun. Y'all hear me? All right, let's see what he told him. All right, hold on, let's start. Matter of fact, pick me up at 9, drop me up about 9 and 10. 14 is good. Let me see what I say. Okay. Okay, I go further than that. Then on what, 9 and 8? That's 5. I gotta go further. Oh yeah, I gotta go up to 1, don't I? God, come on, move quick. I try to move through this. All right, let's go. 9 and 1. I put 9, 14. We'll come back down. Let's see. Listen.
And Shaul,
not Paul.
Yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the Talmudim of the Adon, went unto the Rosh Kohan.
That's right. Let's see what happened.
And desired of him letters to Damascus, to the Sonagon, that if he found any of this Durak, whether they were Anashim or Nashim, he might bring them bound unto Jerusalem.
You see what he was doing? See, everything they did, even when they had law for it, to get letters, he was getting paperwork that'll justify his action. He was a man for paperwork. It made sense to use a man. Like, man, I don't need no paper. I just grab a nigga. He said, no, I want to make sure I do this by the letter of the law. See, a man like that, you can use him out of the way. He asked from him letters to the, what they put for, they put Bathy for the house. What they put for house? Here?
I see it. Yes, sir.
Oh, Bathy was what they put other. So, well, because the New Testament is going to read a little different. For Beth, for the Beth congregation, Kanisha, for congregation, we use a dog. New Testament, it's Anashim, men and women, Anashim, men, women, okay. Damascus, so that if he found any belonging who were of this way, the rock, men or women, Anashim or Nashim, he might bring them bound to Jerusalem. Let's see what happened. All right.
And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a Ur from Shamayim. Mm-hmm. And he fell to the Urat.
And they call it Nagal. Nagal is what they call it for light. Because they use flash. Slide it down, write this in. So we come down a little bit more. Am I right? Nagal. It's Nagal. It's what they use for a flash of light. Light flash. Well, still use Nagal. God for flash, not for light. Or not for flash and God for. What they put on or? Nagar is flashed. Okay. Flashed. Or for light. All right. So you had to say Nagar or flashlight. Flashlight. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, flashlight. Y'all don't know about that, do it? That's for y'all time. Oh, you know about it from YouTube. You want to live when she sung that. Where you were born? You had parents. I had parents too. You heard what she said? Oh, we thought you came from heaven. You heard what she said? She had parents. Yes, sir. What Damascus is? Damascus is what they call Syria, which are Armenian Syria. This actually belonged to us. We lost this twice. They call it Damascus. Damascus is in Syria. This actually belonged to us. Our region actually went further than what they told us. They'll tell you about Syria, but our region went further over into that, which is Armenian. Armenian is the area they named Syria. This, if you stretch, it's stretched over. So Damascus was actually a city that belonged to us. That's why they had synagogues there. Y'all got it? Y'all got it? So by the time we go through it, I won't have time today. Time will push me a little further, but Damascus is what they call Syria. So we went in we had our regions a lot further than what these white people will show us. So all that's the same thing they do to you now. They'll half tell you stuff and half show you stuff so you don't know the truth. Because you know how far they'll show you this. They'll show you this a Muslim town. But we had this, we lost it, and Yahushua recovered it for us. We lost it and picked it back up. Again, that's why they went back and they set up the sun again. Now you see it, they talk about Damascus, who you gonna see? Nothing but Arabs. That's all they're gonna show you. They're gonna show you a whole bunch of them people over there, and just like Kim Kardashian, they're gonna show you them folks, they're gonna make a fool out of Kanye West again, and that's how they mess us up and have you run around and think these folks help you. Don't play these folks. We the original people from over there. Okay? And behold, we talk about his son, and there was a Nagog, or Nagog, which was a light flash. Round about him from Shamayim. Let's see what happened.
And
What
he
did
fell
do?
to the Arat, and Shammai called, saying unto him, Shaul, Shaul, why persecutest thou me?
Okay, Shaul. Okay, come on.
And he said, Who art thou, Adon? And the Adon said, I am Yahushua, whom thou persecutest.
What did he say?
It is hard for thee to kick against the prick.
Against the stakes. See, now what they try to say with that whole thing about kick against the prick, that's actually supposed to be like a Greek saying, that they actually had like a sharp argent stick behind them, and well, the animal would actually kick, and he kicked back, and it'll stick him in the leg. That's what they say. But it don't make sense that Yahushua to me would be speaking Greek to him from Shamayim. I mean, it's just not logical to me. It's just not practical that I'm speaking from Shamayim and I'm talking in Greek. I'm going to use a Greek saying. Okay, we can use where you're using things that people are accustomed to, but we got enough stuff of our own. So I'm just telling you, for me, just telling y'all just up front, off the rip, a lot of things just don't make practical sense. Now if you're speaking from Shamayim, okay? And what's key about this, we're speaking from Shamayim, we can find this recorded 3 times, here and 2 more other times. And you know what he's going to tell you on a couple of occasions? That the people that were with him didn't even hear what he was saying. So if I'm just talking to me and you, and both of us speak Abari, it don't make sense to have a Greek conversation or a Greek. It don't make sense. I'm just telling up front. A lot of stuff people will induce us into believing. Y'all got to remember, our book has been played with a lot. I don't care that he got gone back and he wrote something. And these folks, basically, all of them just copycat what other people say. All the information that these people are going to put down will be information they got from other white people. Nobody has no information coming from us. All these people that's copied and came back have studied other white people's stuff. Notice, when we go trace anything he say back, who you going to pull up? Strong. Strong is not black. You're going to go to Brown and Briggs. They're not black. Everybody you're going to pull up for in this information, not one of them are your color. Not one of the people you find in information, not one of them even from your region. These people from Europe. From Europe and America. How much information can you get about us from right here? No worldwide computer. Your white lily flower behind, ready to make biscuits, standing right here, and you're going to tell me you done found all my information from standing over here. Now, your book says the prick, and you look that up. Matter of fact, let's just see we find it. Just see. See if you look it up. See what they tell you. I wouldn't probably fool with Google, because Google going to send you on a rat race. Try DuckDuckGo. Just see what they're saying. I'm just curious where they're saying come from. Let's not take what I'm saying. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is what y'all got to remember, everybody, okay? We'll take it, we'll use it, as long as it is conducive to what we're doing. Okay? It's like some medication you take it. I had medication I took, it get me better. It started making me sick. You don't believe what I did. I stopped taking it. I couldn't use it no more. It made me sick. So you got to remember, the people who took you captive, they realized eventually certain things had to be released to you. They didn't tell you the truth off the rip. So then they gave you this book. Then now they come along, they give you the strong, they give you all this stuff. And these people come back and trying to translate and tell you something. They don't even understand the custom. A lot of things are your custom. No matter what word they define, they're defining it from a white perspective. Because you don't speak the language. The only way to really truly understand that language is to actually be in the culture. That's how it makes sense when you see it. A lot of it don't make sense, so they explain it from what? From a white provision, from a white perspective. And that white perspective come back here, even enunciation. You actually think I believe that every word we enunciate is the correct enunciation? I believe we would enunciate everything correctly. I believe we've been out of him. But we're going to have to work real hard to get back to where we got to go. I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. We got to work to get to where we're going. It will work to get away from it. Mm-hmm. Now, what we got to do to get back? We got to go through without giving way. You know, well, like some idiots done left where the, man, ain't nothing right. And they got in worse. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Dopehead, drunk, crystal meth. Mm-hmm. You would stay with Jesus. It don't make sense. I'm not giving up on that. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Certain things you have to really sit down and think about it. It doesn't make sense to talk to me from Shamayim and we're going to have a Greek conversation. Oh, let's see how that works. Hold on for a second. Let's see. Now, I don't know what he pulled up. I'm going to with y'all. Let me see what it's called. Let me see what it says. It's hard for you. Oh, okay. Appreciate it, boss. No, I mean, I don't know. I want us to look it up. This is my goal. Nobody make a fool out of them. All we can do is get better if we search, right? So you know why, okay? I've looked up before. They try to say it was what a Greek connotation of saying. All I'm saying, if you're talking to me from Shamayim, you speak Abari. I speak the language. Why you give me Greek connotations? That just don't make common sense. Y'all got what I'm saying? Now again, you use things that people are familiar with. Not impossible, but questionable when you're saying he's speaking to me. Y'all got what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's impossible to do it if you're saying something that I'm familiar with, but let me just think too. Shaul's occupation was a tent maker. I could talk to you about something when it comes down to building tents. How it sticks. It is hard for you to kick against the prick was a Abari proverb. That's what I do for a living. Please, for y'all record, I didn't look this up. I looked this up years ago. I remember what people done said. I just watched. I sat back. I just listened. You know what? It's better that people just think I'm just stupid. That I got this job come the stupidest person in the room. Let's see something. See if that's the. See that 23-1 of the book of Acts of the Shalakim. They call it Acts of the Apostle. Let me see that what I want. Okay, let's see that. You know what people say? Oh, this is the difference now. There are people that read the book to get out of something. I ain't trying to get out of nothing, but I don't want to be stupid. I just don't want to be stupid. You know what a lot of our people do? You read to be stupid. Because it's in there, that's what he said. It don't make sense. Because they got copied out. This guy's a copycat. He's gone through and copied other people's work. All these people do the same thing. They copy other people's work. A lot of times people don't think when they write or when they read. Now, I'm not stupid. So I'm reading it just like y'all reading it. I'm looking at it. He's saying from Shamayim. I said, well, let me see. It's hard to kick it. Let me see. It's just me and you talking. Why we got to speak Greek? Why we got to use Greek sayings? A Greek, we already have martially. Does that make comments? We're talking with something. No one else can hear us. Why are we talking Greek? Are we afraid that someone's going to listen and going to think we're against the Greek? And then we're on the Roman rule, Latin rule. All I do is just tell people that just think. Did it make sense to y'all? Do this sound like I'm trying to get out of something? Because I'm not offended either way when it comes down to I know about why you fighting against me. But why we got to go and we got to buy into the Greek proverb? Because it just so happened the place where we're at is major believers and worshipers of Greek. College Greek, Roman numerals. When that Super Bowl come up, which one they going to be? Whatever number they count, they're going to show it to you in Roman numeral. It's their stuff. The whole stadium, the whole arena, basketball, it's their stuff. So it's going to make sense they're going to induce me with Greek and Latin. But at some point, I have to think and realize, let's just say something. Let's see what they say. It's 23 and 1. Let me stop. Listen.
And Shaul earnestly beholding the counsel.
That's not what I want. See if it's 21 and 1. 22. 22. Maybe I'll come back and pick that up. 22 and 1. Let's see what he told him. Listen.
Anashim, Akim.
Here he said, I'm sorry, he says my Akim. These my brothers. Okay? Who else?
And Aboth, Shamayi.
Now please, Shama, please listen with the intent. Listen with the intent to do. Why would he tell me to listen with the intent to do? I need you to listen with the intent to do. Let's see. And
Shamayi, my defense, which I make now unto you.
I am right before you. I spoke, and I am right before you. Let's see what happened. And
when they shama that he spake in the Abari tongue to them.
Hold on. Why we gotta do it? Why you gotta do this? This don't make sense. Why you gonna speak in? Why are you speaking in Abari now? Because of the audience. I'm Abari. Why are you gonna talk me in Greek?
Come on.
I'm with you. You're exactly right. Because of the audience. And let's see. And you know what happened? And what happened? Listen to her. And it came to pass when they listened with the intent that he spoke to them in the they
kept
even.
That's right.
You're talking Greek. I really can't put a whole lot of stake in what you're talking about.
Come on.
Let's go back over. Let's see. Now, okay. And he said,
Who art thou?
here he's saying, my Adon. And
The Adon said, I am Yahushua, whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the prick.
against the stakes. I'm talking in Abari, then I'm going to talk to you, then I'm going to start speaking a Greek martially. Questionable. I want y'all to just put brackets around that statement, kick against the prick. Y'all got to know? Put some brackets around it. Brackets, because it's questionable. Okay? I don't want to say nothing impossible. You can put brackets around it simply because that's questionable for us at that point. For me, let me say this, it's questionable for me. Okay? So since I'm questioning, I want you to put it here. Now you find information that defends it, you ain't gonna believe what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna try to fight it. I don't gain nothing by fighting it. I don't gain nothing by just sitting here and just accepting something too. Because it's just been said to me. Y'all got me? Now this man here looking at his audience, why don't you just throw some little Greek proverbs out there on them? It worked for you. Why you need to talk to him in Abari? Slide a little Greek here and now. Throw a little Latin on him. He did it to you. If it worked for me and got me where I need to be, why won't I use it for you? But you saw what their intent was when they heard they spoke that language. They were quiet, but they heard them speaking that. They said, man, listen, that's our language. We had to pay attention to that. And I'm talking to them, I'm going to throw some Greek. You say, okay, you ain't serious. You're not serious, you don't cross me up on it. You're throwing me now. You're speaking to me from Shamaim, and we talking, I'm vibing you. But then we done jumped off over here, and like, it'd be different. Well, she don't speak the language. Okay, I got you, that makes sense. Y'all got it. And they would have took this more serious because, let's say, Nakum Yah, they call Nehemiah, 13, what's about 7, we'll read down. No, they call Nehemiah Nakum Yah. Am I throwing y'all off tonight? The only thing I'm trying to do, I want us to be, and to listen, I want you to be conscious. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all think I'm trying to get out of something? That's going to be real. This is what you look at. The book told me to do something, I don't want to take it. So I'm going to find a way of getting out of something. There's nothing to get out of. It just makes me sit back and just listen. Then why I want to know, why would he be telling me Greek proverbs when it's you and I talking? I don't give y'all Greek proverbs when I talk to y'all. Y'all not even Greek. Y'all don't even speak the language fully. None of us do it. I don't give how to give you Greek proverbs. I can take what we use from tools to other things we got. Everything basically falls back to what we already got. When we follow our pictogram, our hieroglyphs put us in. It gives us enough information for now that we can use, and then it coexists back to what we know. Cause I go out and start telling these folks Greek proverbs, it ain't gonna make sense to everybody we got. Like me, I don't know what the Greeks did. I'll be the last person to get it. Because every culture is different. But when it comes to our culture, I need to be knowledgeable of it. Especially a man who's knowledgeable of the Torah. Who's one of our most knowledgeable people of the Torah. I don't have to use no, this me. I just don't. It's questionable. So we'll put brackets around, okay? I don't want to spend up all my time on it because I don't like I'm making a fight or something. I just want to just put in there, that's something we'll need to check. Okay? I don't want to put us on nowhere to keep us, because we got a man on him as Kittabim have said. But see, I'll show you how they get you. Let's see something. All right, let me show you something. 13:7. Let's see what happened.
And I came to Jerusalem.
You came to Jerusalem.
And understood the Rasha that Yashib did for Tobiah.
He said he learned it. You know how that's coming from Lamini, what you see, shown, all these things. That will make sure you know. He said he learned about all the Rasha that all Yahushua had done for Tobiah by preparing a chamber for him in the courts of the Beth of Elohim. He called it to be Russia. Let's see what happened. He saw it. It did what?
Grieved me sore.
He said very much it grieved me. So I did what?
Cast forth all the household stuff of Tobiah out of the chamber.
Hold what you got. 21:11. Pick it up quick. Matthew. I ain't even want that, but since we're
That's right.
It's important for it to get there right. Everything. Oh, I put 13. 21:11. Let's see what happened. Matthew 21:11. All right. Listen.
And the multitude said,
And the crowd said,
this is Yahushua, the
this is
Nabi
the Nabal, Yahushua,
of Nazareth of Galilee.
which is in Galilee. Nazareth. Look this up by in Strong, please. Couple things we got to do to get it right. We got to make sure we're honest. We got to honestly. That make a big difference. Be honest. That means you got to put aside all the stuff that you got in ill intent, other stuff you got to move that stuff. Got to get rid of it so you be honest so that man let you walk through him. There's a lot of stuff say here, it blinds us. Y'all don't believe me though, do you? There's a lot of stuff, it blinds us. You wouldn't catch it. You wouldn't catch it. You're not supposed to catch none, but it's blind. It's supposed to be. The man told him I ain't intend to save everybody. So you don't believe it. I got a blind song. I got a blind song. Let me tell you how stuff work. Y'all remember about the man named Luke? They called Lot. Mm-hmm. You know he came out and tried to talk to those unashamed, those men. You know what he told them? Does not do this. It's wrong. It's Rasha. He told me, he said Rasha. He said, these men have come to abide under safety of my bed. It's under rule. They can't even buy it in my bed. I be like, don't do this Russia thing. But them men didn't hear it. They didn't like it. They didn't like how one of them was looking. They said one of them looking like he a shot. And when they got ready, the unashamed that came to stay with Luke laid hands on him and snatched Luke. Well, and what did he do with the other men? He stuck him with what now? And what happened? He struck him with blindness. You know, Yahushua told you he was the door. He intent on trying to blind you. He told you, Amon, he said, I'm the door. I'm the door. They couldn't find it. They were right there groping and couldn't. How blind you? You still know what a door feel like, don't you? An entranceway. He said, not when I blind you. You'll be right there and you can't get in. When I'm trying to tell y'all something, this man will sit right here, he'll blind you right here, and you won't be able to find your way. He intended, I ain't planning on saving everybody. What you think how the men mess around and make it in there? That man, they've been under safety. You've been in the safety. He said, I'm not intending for all these people to find it. So that they will start out groping and feeling and couldn't even find it. That's how a lot of y'all gonna be. Nazareth. How many times we went over for this? From Nazareth? Okay, hold on. Yes. Figuratively, unpruned vine, like a unshorn Nazareth, unshaved, unpruned like a vine that hadn't been cut or trimmed, like a unshorn Nazareth. Shorn is the past word for shaved. Okay? Separate. Y'all got it? Separate. Okay? We'll take unpruned vine for a time, but then he came along and tried to tell you about he was the true vine. And he started telling you about pruning the vine, didn't he? So we're going to look at separate. Who told us hands? Who told us that? I got a hand out there, humpback. I know you always got the answer. You my man. Be on. He changed his seat. He said, let me go in here. He said, my dad'll be blocking me. Uh-oh. Sit down. Y'all pass the hand out. All right, can we have the kid? Let me have the, now I got humpback out there. I got Pastor Dexter. Now, do we go with Pastor Dexter? They still negotiate. Y'all discussing it? Y'all saying let Pastor Dexter go? What y'all saying? Is he gonna get it wrong? All right. Let who now?
I can.
Let them little kids rambling. He said let them ramble. So what y'all say? He gonna get it right? He gonna get it right? They say he gonna get it right. Y'all see that? How many of y'all say he get it right? That tight. The rest of them, well, you get it right. Now, you ain't gonna steal none of my members, is it? All right, let's see what he gonna say. That's right. Any branch that don't produce fruit, my Father gonna cut it off. That is exactly right, but that ain't the answer. Y'all got screwed that up bad, didn't it? Huh? What's got to be with shade? No, we're looking at what we're using. We use separate. In the book of I'll read the 7th chapter, it told us for such a Rosh Kohan became a who were harmless, undefiled. It was separate. Chris, you had a question? You didn't think you had an answer, did you? No, sir. I just checked it. You're like, that's right. Now, what's your answer was, humpback? What about you, Kanan? Look like I done connected a member and they pastor. Just you missed it. Oh, your pastor answered the question.
Correct, I assume.
No, it wasn't. But I say he answered the question. Nah, everybody will be correct. Nah, he good. But I got you looking at the unpruned. You use I'm looking at him for separate. Let's see what he did. Back over to the 21st chapter, verse 11 of Matthew. See, y'all got that Natsar? It roots to Natsar, okay? And the crowd said this, he is the Nabah, Yahushua, from Nazareth, a Natsar root, which is in Galilee, which is important for because this is the sea coast. Y'all got to see a lot of our regions. He gave us our lands went typically our way, some connected at the Maine. See, he was smart enough to put us somewhere that it made sense for you. See, look at now, all your major port trading, you got to have it. You got to have, in order to do trade, international trade, you got to have ports. They moved black people. Hilton Head, they gave us the water and realized they screwed up and took it back from us. Mm-hmm. White folk moved us in. White folk, look at it, they go get beach, put stuff there, more valuable property. You know why? Because stuff come in and out from them. The drug dealers use it. Other people use, slave trappers use it. Mm-hmm. Child smugglers use it. Everybody use it. The sea coast is important. So he set us up where you can do trade. Listen, trafficking is it. That's what he told me in your cousin call about her. He said, you know what? He said, listen, man, look at all the wealth you got. He said, hands. How you got it? Hands. Austin beat you this time. But, right? He gonna get it right or wrong. Austin. Right. What is it? Through trafficking, through trade. That's how they use the water, trafficking. That's how they move it. They were trafficking. They get drug traffickers. You're not a drug trafficker, you stay here. You're going over state lines. You're going over border lines. So they got their trade. He said, you got your riches through trafficking. I say that? That's why they cut us out. See, the Negro, the so-called Negro, that's how they cripple us because there's a lot of stuff we don't know. That's what they looked at. And now that they looked at, listen, this was the Yahushua from Nazareth, which is in Galilee. That's right. The major fishing ports. Man, smart. He right there. He told Cuff when it came to paying their taxes, how he do it? Went in his pocket and started praying, throw the lint down. Now, Lord, bought and lint and opened up and turned the dollar bill, put George Washington, Abraham Lincoln face on it. Lord, know how to work, know how to fish. They in the water. Look out, the treasure riches right there. That's what they keep us away from. These white folk, white folk go scuba diving. Niggas stay on top of the water. White man at the bottom now, he come up with treasure, rich and gold. They know what that Yahushua knew. He told man, the first fish you put on open mouth, you'll find a piece of money. Give it to him for me and for you. That'll cover us. Okay? Mishkar for trade, for trafficking. Trade, trafficking. Pronounced Mishkar for trade, traffic. He put him. Y'all want to write that down? Okay. Hands. What's this? Hands. Eric. Hold on, let me ask you a question. When you raise your hand, what happened? Was you in the spirit? My pastor raised his hand. I said, I got to get my pastor. He said, I said, Mim? No, this is the Mim right here. Cam. Karik, that's right. Karik, that's right. That's why they got the eye tight. See, it's important for us to just know this stuff because we need to know what they're doing. That's it. Sometimes what messes up, you don't know what people are doing to you. We'll look at this and try to figure him. And you got a lot of camp. They fighting this. But the problem is, really you need to fight all this because none of this is ours. None of it is ours. So to say, well, man, we ain't got no eye. Well, we don't have an M. We don't have any of this stuff. All this stuff is Latin. We start M-I-C-H. It's not Greek. It's Latin. These are they. What they call them? Letters, but they don't call them that. It's not alphabets. What we try to ABCs or anything else they got. All stuff derived from Latin and Greek. These are the people that oppress us together. So that's why it's easy to just give you stuff. All right. Y'all wrote it down? So we go back to your cause call. We read it. It's going to talk about trafficking. Y'all know what the word is. All right, come on. Yeah, so we saw what the multitude said. Let's see the next verse. Let's see what he did. What happened?
And Yahushua went into the Mashakan of Elohim and cast out all them that sold.
He went into Magdash. In the Magdash.
The Magdash of Elohim, and cast out all them that sold and bought in the Magdash, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves.
Let's see what he told them.
And said unto them, it is Katab, my Beth shall be Kara, the Beth of Palal, but ye have made it a den of thieves.
Palah. But you have made it a den of robbers. So let's go back over and look and see what he told us in Nahum 13:7. All right, make 13:7. Listen.
And I came to Jerusalem and understood of the Rosha that all Yashib did for Tobiah in preparing him a chamber in the courts of the Beth of Elohim.
That's the inner part, the courts. You know? Those are the outer part, courts.
And it grieved me sore.
Uh-oh, it did what?
It grieved me sore.
Very much.
Therefore I cast forth all the household stuff of Tobiah out of the chamber.
You see what he did? Who he set the president for? Yahushua. That's why he went and threw the stuff out that they was in there changing money for. He was doing all this stuff we got to correct. All stuff we got to correct. That's what he did. He said greed him. That's why when Yahushua went through, he could like, well, you got something I could throw away? Do anybody, you have anything I could throw outside that you don't mind? No. He came in with anger and rage, and he threw the stuff out. He flipped it over and got rid of it because he looked at it. They had set up in the Beth of Elohim. So look what he threw out. He threw all the goods of the Beth of Tobiah out of the chambers. He got it out of there. He said, I got to get it out of here. He said, grieved him. Listen.
Then I Amar, and they cleansed the chambers, and thither brought I again the vessels of the Beth of Elohim with the meat offering and the frankincense.
Come on. 10.
And I perceived that the portions
10. Hold on one second. Hold on. Go ahead.
And I perceived that the portions of the Luim had not been given them, for the Luim and the Shireen that did the work were fled every one to his field.
See that? Come on.
Then contended I with the Shari and said, why is the Beth of Elohim forsaken? And I gathered them together and set them in their Malkum.
Okay. Then
brought all Yehuda the tithe of the corn and the new wine and the oil unto the treasuries.
2 words, or the tithe. Masar, or Sar, what does he put for tithe? Masar. Sar. So let's see what it is. Sar. We said tithe, so we're going to change that. Masar, Ma'asa, 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 Ma'asa. A tenth. I say we'll start putting, instead of saying tithe, Ma'asa. That's how it's pronounced. Ma'asa. If you want to, you can write the enunciation of it. Because this is just as right as this. It's the same thing. This is basically written so you enunciate this way. They put Ma'asra. They put Ma'asra. That's a tenth. A tithe. Okay? We wrote that down. All right, now it's myself. Ma'asa. Okay. Huh? Oh. Asar. Teen. Tenth. 18, 15, 14, 19, 17. So it's 10. Okay. Because he had it as Sar in Ma first. Ma Sar is what we saw, what he had over in the writing. Tithe, yeah. But Asar is 10. 10th. Teen. So I said I got 18, 19. Y'all got it? 10. Okay? Because you don't do the teens because you moved into 10. When you count, you got your columns. You have your ones. Y'all got that? Mathematics, y'all understand that? And your columns, you got ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. I just had to write, I ain't got room. Y'all, these your columns. Okay? 1, tens, 100, 1,000. So it makes sense when you do Asar, because then you're dealing with saying 19, because you did it in the 10th, you did it in the column. So you double the digit, your second column is going to be your tens. Y'all got it? Teens. That makes sense? How about the rest of y'all? How many of y'all just learned something? Good. I did. I said, Miss good, we together. My friend. No, that's good. Appreciate that. So we got there. My saw. Tithe of the grain, wine, and oil into the treasuries. All right.
And I made treasurers over the treasuries, and Shalamiah the Kohan, and Zadok the scribe, and of the Luim, Pedaiah, and next to them was Hanan, the ben of Zakur, the ben of Mattaniah, for they were counted Amunah.
They put that Mattaniah. Mattaniah. For they were counted Amunah.
And their office was to distribute unto their king.
See that? That's what their office was. Come on.
Zakar me, O my Elohim, concerning this, and wipe not out my two deeds that I have done for the Beth of my Elohim, and for the offices thereof. In those Yamin saw I in Yehuda.
That's what he saw in Yehuda.
Some treading wine presses on the Shabbat, and bringing in sheaves,
And
lading Kamor, as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Shabbat Yom.
Okay.
And I testified against them in the Yom wherein they sold victuals.
so he'd have testified against them. That meant he spoke against them not in their favor, which meant he'd have brought Torah back up to show that they were wrong. He said, I testified against them. That meant he was able to show where the Torah didn't favor their behavior, didn't favor what they were doing. So that's why he said, I testified against them. I had evidence. Basically, when somebody gets you to come in and say, I need you to testify, it's in favor or against. He said, well, I came in to testify against them. Because he was able to show them about the debar. He was letting you know they was doing it, they were working on the Shabbat. They were bringing stuff in. Sheaves and laden and on Kamar, which was the donkeys. And so that's what he was letting them know, and I'm testifying against them on the Yom in which they sold food. Clean up everything. Listen. Everything cleaned up. Come on.
There dwelt unashamed of Tari also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Shabbat unto the Benim of Yehuda and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Yehuda, and said unto them, what Rosha thing is this that ye do, and profane the Shabbat Yom? Did not your Abba thus, and did not our Elohim bring all this Rosha upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Yasharal by profaning the Shabbat.
See that? That's what he told them. He said, you do more by profaning the Shabbat. That's what happened.
And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be kashak before the Shabbat, I amarred that the gates should be shut.
How much you got? Matthew 12:1. Let me look at something. Okay, listen.
At that time, Yahushua went on the Shabbat Yom through the wheat in his Talmud.
And you want to say cornfield, right?
Corn, yes, sir.
Cornfield. Anything to get us stupid. See that? That was a little mistake in the error. Can we look up something about it for a fact? Can we look up and see, do they grow corn in the Middle East? I know what we say and what we typically know, but I just want to look just to see. Okay? Because stuff that people that won't mean nothing to people, it should mean something to you. Okay? Does the Bible have errors since it says that corn was? How is it possible since corn was never in the Middle East until introduced from the Americans many centuries later? Now, mind you again, now this is somebody else's writing. This don't take that it's fact, but this ain't nothing you don't know. And the reason why I want you to pay attention to this, though, because stuff like this just shows you how people make a fool out of you. That's simple. You know how many people say, really, it's about being saved. I don't, wheat, corn, grass, but you need to, because he refers to us as the wheat harvest. You're talking about separating chaff from the wheat. How are we doing that when we're dealing with corn? Got it? You separate corn from the stalk.
Right.
So it just shows you how many errors you have that people just typically sit around and say, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, I could care less. End of the day, didn't he die? Didn't he rise? Didn't he wrote? But if I can get you to believe something that he didn't say or believe it in error, it keeps you from obtaining the Ruach HaKodesh. According to the 7th chapter of the book of Yahushua, if that be right, and I'm a among believer that is right, he that amons on me, as
The
Katab, scripture, writing, had said. Well, we're going to look at these different folks. The coin used by the Middle East and North Africa region is. The Middle East and North Africa MENA region accounts for a significant and growing portion of worldwide food and feed import. Expansion of the region livestock sector. This is not poultry and boasts demand for feed, driving steady growth in corn consumption over the past 20 years. They told you, the other person told that, they introduced it. Because they got to cover their tracks. It's not something we've grown. In all respect, corn has no benefit. It really has no nutrition. It's basically a filler. You give corn to an animal that you're getting ready to kill to clean them out. You got a question? Thank you. You can read from back down. Corn, single seed of a cereal plant seed. Seeds of cereal plant, generally plants which produce corn when growing in the field from proto, grammatic, corn, whatever, small seed source. Frisian, that's going to Greek, Saxon, corn, grain, Middle Dutch, corn, German, corn, Old Norse corn. We know about that Norse, Norse, whatever, from pie, grain. The sense of the Old English word was grain with the seed still in, as in barley corn, and barley, rather than a particular plant locally understood to denote the leading crop of a district. It has been restricted to the indigenous Mayas in maize in America. See that? Originally Indian corn. So that's how you look at this stuff. You learn what's your maize, using wheat in English, oats in Scotland and Ireland, while corn means rye in the parts of Germany. Introduced to China 1550. It thrived where rice did not grow well and was a significant factor in the 18th century population boom, whatever. Corn starch is from 1850. Corn silk is attested from 1852. Okay. Anyway, this again, we look at little small things that they put in here. How many other things you think they got in the book?
Right.
Because when you search these people back, yes, Divine. You looking at 12:24? You said, what about it? Let's see what they're saying. Yeah. They always talking about wheat. Yeah, they always talking about wheat.
No, I'm just saying, in the book it say corn, but could they mean
And what book is that at?
in the KJV?
The KJV is not our book. So we always know that they say stuff like that referring to, but they say things in a way to kind of, it distract. When you hear most people, they say corn, they naturally just kind of denote their mind. What do you think corn? You always think about the kernel falling, not actually the wheat.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? They still throw things in a way, and like I said, like we read here, they saying what they're, again, this is their language, so they can interchangeably play with things that we wouldn't play with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're talking about something distinctly, so they have the right, because it's theirs, you can play with it. You can go back through your source and know what the right answer. So when the Negro got it, not all just thinking so, when the Negro read this in the old slave church, he was able to distinguish between corn and wheat. He heard corn, they grew corn, so it was just like America, like this happened here. And they had an association because he knew when he wrote it, he knows, because he can go back and root all his stuff and know I can say corn and not really say corn, but I'm saying kernel or saying like a piece of wheat. It's similar like a kernel from a cob. Got what I'm saying? One of those, yes sir. Let them, you got so you read it. Well, he's saying they interchange you both of them. They saying corn or wheat.
Yeah, when you say corn or wheat, if you read the definition,
Yeah.
the corn is actually considered just a
The seed, single seed.
So when you saying a corn of wheat, it's just saying a seed of wheat, not a seed of another product.
Yeah.
So it's just a corn, a seed of this wheat. What they're
Yeah,
That's what
indigenous, like I say, indigenous to the area, because this is what we've typically grown. Because you remember, in the Middle East, what's a real big product? You look at there, folks, now rice is one, but especially when they come down to the wheat. That's like they're always bread. Well, they don't eat meals without bread. A lot of times bread, I mean, even a lot of African culture, you're not eating them without no bread. In the country when we grow up, my mom and dad, when he's trying to eat, you set the loaf of bread on the table. You set the loaf, and he opened that loaf. He opened that thing up. My granddad get to go in that loaf of bread. He not eating without no bread. They go in the country. They know that most of their meals were bread. So that show you that's how we kept a lot of that culture. Then they started putting in bread, fat, and the we eat meals now. We only want bread. I don't want no bread. We didn't eat without no bread. If you look like he went and you saw kebab, they had some big blowed up wheat bread. They eat flat, but they see these folk induce up, man, that bread get you fat. You gotta stop, because they yeast it up. In our culture where we come from, the bread is flat, they don't eat it, and it's a filler, they eat bread. That's what we ate when we came out. So bread is a culture, how we eat. With any of our meat, they took that from us. See, now we just the white of the other folks. A lot of this stuff, man, no way you getting no nigga no cauliflower. How much cauliflower you ain't grown up? You remember when y'all used to have a table, y'all eat broccoli, y'all sat down and ate broccoli? There's all this stuff. No, I'm just telling you, I'm not, a lot of this stuff, we didn't eat this stuff. This is their stuff. A lot of the vegetables we ate, we swapped that collard green to the national Negro, that's the Negro's spiritual food.
That's right.
You had to eat collard green on New Year's or you're going to be broke the rest of the year. Because we took on their superstition. Folks talking about Christmas, these niggas got New Year's superstition. Black eyed peas and collard green, or you gonna be broke. You don't wash all your clothes for the first. You have a nasty. You don't have all your clothes be dirty all year. You had to clean your house before the first came in, or a man got to walk in your house first. We grew up with that stuff. I had folks on the street to come get me and say, "Come on, listen." I'm a lady across the street. Her daughter came to see her. She wouldn't let her in the house. She said, "Can't come to my house." She said, she told her son, she said, "Go across the street and get Tony to come walk through here." I had to get him coming there and walk. She said, Listen, she let me walk through the whole house. She said, take him through the whole house, every room, walk me through every room, walk me through. She made her daughter sit outside. She said, you didn't come in my house? She said, a man got to come through him first. Her daughter had to sit outside. They walked. She said, walk through. I had to walk back. He took, walk me in, mom. Even her, she walked me in. Nigga, in her time, you ain't supposed to be in that room. Nigga so superstitious. She thought I had to go in the room. It's going to be bad luck. She's still dead. She's still dead. So I'm just telling you, a lot of time as simple as it might seem, and I might say, well, we take up a lot of time because we have to train ourselves to think when we're reading. We're not, because this is what they got to look. I'll use that. Listen with the intent to do. You sit here on ready to do. What if that's not what he said? Now you finna do something wrong. So now, not only we listen, we got to be able to. He talked about, let me see something. Pick up 5 and 10 of the book of Operate. I ain't gonna have long. Let me hurry up so I can get through. Come back and I finish. They call it Hebrew. Man, my only intent for us, a couple things. Main thing first, I want to make sure all are right. I want to make sure you prosper and be in health as you're in the fight prosper. I want that to happen for you. If somebody don't want to, I ain't worried about no problem, ain't worried about, don't listen to him. He ain't sent them. I perceive he have not sent you. I perceive he have not sent you. That don't make sense. Yahushua came and read the book and told him the Ruach of Yahuwah was upon him. He had sent him. He said, I have been Mashiach. And what was he sent to do? And heal a broken heart. What you gonna tell a poor nigga? Just stay poor. Nigga, you better talk to somebody else. That's what you came to tell me, stay poor? No. Man, so I came to heal the brokenhearted.
Right.
I came to set at liberty those that are captive.
Right.
And those that are bruised.
Right.
Why you think everybody was listening and watching? Nigga, we been out. Nigga, where you been?
Yeah.
Man, we been waiting on you.
Waiting. Yes, sir.
I can't come talk nobody talking. I just came to tell y'all be ye saved. Man, we in captivity. That's right. We been beat, we hurt. Stuff been taken from us, we broke it down, we sick. Man, come bring some deliverance. That means I came to proclaim the acceptable time. This the time now. They had a song that my time is now. That's it. Talking about no big and small bed, no ill. Once you say you'll put that man, that girl, daddy penis in your mouth, you can't say nothing. First, he was fat, his lips were fat. I'm big thirsty. I'm gonna stop with my eyes closed, with my hands. Nigga can't out rap Scooby-Doo. You so crazy. Man, I had one record. What they had? One album. 2. Oh yeah, greatest rapper album. Oh, it's some more fun. Oh, I got something. Oh, they left. Oh, here we go. I said, once a man said he'll put a woman penis in his mouth, cause her daddy, called the girl, let me say, she's so fine. Why am I talking about her daddy penis in my mouth? I done been left her. I can't be saved. Woo, girl, I put your daddy penis in my mouth. You weren't looking at her. You been looking at her daddy. They ain't just popped out your mouth now. That's a rap rhyme. One of y'all jokers try it. Go ahead and put his mouth, put up here. Run you off their property. What kind of fools is that? Man, that still messed me up. I'm like, what? He's a daddy penis in your mouth. How we get him? Let's see. Listen to that. 5 and 10. Y'all tell me where you at when we get through. Listen.
Kara of Elohim,
Called to Elohim.
Arash Kahan, after the order of Malak Sadiq.
After the order. So after the order, some was already set precedent here. That's why you call him a Rosh Kohan after this order. Following this pattern. That's how he got Rosh Kohan. Now, you had Rosh Kohon, but you ain't have them like this. Let's see what happened. Listen.
Of whom we have many things to say,
Concerning whom we have much to say,
and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are
hard to be
dull,
unexplained to you in the debauch, since your
dull of hearing.
ears are heavy. You don't want to hear it. He said, you know what? It's hard for you to hear this. This is why it's hard to explain it to you, because the words, since your ears are so heavy. You know what I'm saying? You already got too much. What happens sometimes when you got stuff is heavy? What you do? Put it down. That's why I can't tell you everything. Your ears are heavy. This ain't something you're going to keep, you're going to hold to. So you don't hear. That's what he told. He said, make the people dull of hearing. Same with Quinn again, had made it forward. It's just like that. I mean, it ain't nothing. I don't think nothing about it. It's just really not. And that's dangerous. A lot of y'all know you're in this state. So that means what you got to do? You got to start changing stuff you do. Change your associate, change your conversation, change place you go. Because this danger. The man said, I got some more stuff to tell you, but it's your situation. That you don't sit here all night, you don't let your ears got too heavy. Come on. 12. 4.
When ye for the time ye ought to be teachers, Murray, ye have need that one teach you again, lamed you again, which be the first principles of the Dabarim of Elohim.
Let me read that, because this is not saying what you said. For under which is according to many Yamim, many days, you deserve to be teachers. Now you are glad that you return, and they shall teach you the first principles, which are elementary codes. They're going to use oracles. Kalab. Dabarim. There they put Dabarim for oracles. Dabarim. Come on, do this. Oracles are what they're going to use for something divinely inspired. But it's also going to refer into other stuff too. See, stuff like this is critical for you. Let's look up what an oracle is, please. This is stuff they put in here too. People don't pay attention. People call stuff oracle, they do it. You know who messed with that oracle? The Matrix. Good men, they could have took her out. And they would have a nigga woman smoking. I'm like, why are you smoking? But then she an oracle. No, we'll have to look at it from here. Let's just go and look at, okay. A message from a God expressed by divine inspiration through a priest or a priestess in answer to a human inquiry. So you see that? Usually respecting some future event, from Old French oracle, temple, house of prayer, oracle, directly from the Latin. All this fools here, the now divine announcement, oracle, place where oracles are given, from aura to pray to, plead to, beseech, see, orator. So that's dangerous. They even throw it over the orator, huh? You can be an orator without saying something divinely inspired. What material, instrumental, suffix? Let me see what Google tell you. That oracle got more meaning than that. Priest, acting as, here we go. A priest or priestess acting as a medium, through whom advice or prophecy was sought from the gods in classical antiquity. See this? This is what you have to watch. See, a medium is somebody like a go-between. What we'll use for, we'll say, a mediator. Y'all got it? They use a medium. They're saying a go-between. See, that's what these folk, when these folk go to these churches, these private come to town and ask them stuff, these folks are mediums. And they speaking on behalf of gods. So these folks switch and turn and do stuff, and they'll try to associate it with us and say, well, oracle, basically, you look at, it's just best to just use our stuff. We use the Dabarim, because that's inspired for us. That's something we seek, and that's our go. And the Shalakim, what they'll call apostles or the Ra, different ones, these are the people that set it mediators for us. Y'all got it? In order to transfer to get us this information. Okay, so some things we just got to watch them for. We'll go back up right quick. Okay. Abari. Yeah. 12, return, teach you principle of Dabarit of Elohim, and you have need of milk and not of solid food. So you already know this is denoting what? Your maturity. You have to take milk. Who take milk?
Babies.
Babes. Let's see what he told us. Listen, for everyone who
Uses
kai on milk is
unskillful
in the debar, which is unskilled. He said they're not acquainted in the debar
of Sadiq.
For
He is a babe.
he is an infant. See, this is important for us because he said the milk is not acquainted in the debar. Hands. I got a pastor out there now. He ain't got no members. I got him out there. Who else I got gonna stop there? I got DeVale back there. DeVale ain't been called. I got Ryan over there, Ryan Wayne. Tell him, DeVale. Yeah, that's right. He right. Yes, Yahushua said it. That was your answer too, Jaheem? What was your answer? When he winged him and had a great feast. What he has better, because this makes sense. Because in the Yeshayahu, he asked you who was he going to teach knowledge and who was he going to make to understand doctrine. He said him that was winged. Remember, he said, who was I going to teach? Who am I going to teach doctrine? And who I'm going to make to understand it? He said, him that is weaned from the milk. So if I'm going to teach him that is weaned from the milk, if you own milk, what do you know?
The babe.
That's why you had to pay. That's why I can take this. For everyone who kai on milk is not
Acquainted.
in the debar of Sadiq. That's why he said who was he going to teach. Y'all got it? So that's why I will accept certain things that's read or we read because I know what it associates with. That makes sense. He ain't said, well, they still know. They just ain't what other people know. He said they're not even acquainted. Now, who we going to look at? Hands. Who we going to look at? Hands. Ryan hand just did. Hold on, stop. I got a new hand. Chris. Let's see the kids. What y'all say? If I take Chris, right answer, wrong answer? Wrong answer. Right, wrong. You got it right answer? Well, he said he got it. We're going to see if you got an answer. If you don't have the answer, is Chris going to have the right answer? Huh? Okay. He said, Alice said, he looked for a while. I said, what is it? He said, I want to put my life on it. That's tight. What y'all say? Chris going to have the right answer? Alice got it wrong?
Yes, sir.
Alex got it wrong.
Let's say Chris got it right. Y'all say Chris going to have it right?
Yes, sir.
Jonah thinking. What you thinking? What y'all?
They don't know.
Y'all don't, all right, come on. Let's see what your answer is. When they went to anoint people? Why you said it when they went to anoint people?
He said he looks anointed.
Oh, talking about with Daoud. When they went with Daoud, they went to anoint Daoud. The actual word is Mashiach. That's what it is for us, anoint is Mashiach, okay? That's why we call him Yahushua HaMashiach, because he is the one that they would say anointed. He's the one he poured it out upon, okay? So now, that's what he's saying we went down. So we're going to go with Chris. All right. Now we're using this based off of what we read. For everyone who lives on kai on milk is not acquainted in the debar of Sadiq. So we asked for who had the hands up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you always do good. You be ready. He ain't got a wrong one yet.
That's right.
Some of y'all need to learn how to do like him. Raise your hand and say, don't call on me. That way you ain't never been condemned. Credit, you out here now.
I'm out here.
All right, who?
Aleph Shemuel, chapter 3.
Yeah, he got it right finally. See that? He showed how he got it right. That's right. Good. But you see how it makes sense? Okay. And to show you, because y'all remember in Shemuel, when he called him, Shemuel went to the wrong person. And the book told us, the chauffeur told us what?
He didn't know you.
So you see how it makes sense. So when we accept something, we'll only accept it because we can reference it. Not because that's what it say. No, we can reference it. He said because you're not knowledgeable. And that's what the book came back and told us, that he did not know Yahuwah. He didn't know him yet. So how am I know when you called to come to you? You called, I'm not. I'm not going to know what to do until what happened? He had to be taught. So guess what? That goes in the Torah. Tim Wright, he ducked his head and said, it's written in Naveen.
It's your all.
So why would they all have to be taught of him? So they can be acquainted, so they can know. You see why it makes not? Because why they have to be taught? Because that's what the book say. But that will answer, and you'll say, I'm standing on it. Yeah, but do you understand why? Because they're not acquainted with. They don't know Sadiq. So the only way to know, I got to teach them. So now they all have to be taught by me. Y'all got it? All right. I just make sure we all understand the premise of what we're saying. So that's why I want y'all to see this, okay? Let's see what he told you at 14. I'm going to have to finish this up later. We're getting late. I want to. Listen.
But strong meat belongs to them
He said, well, let's do this. But solid food. Let's see where it belongs to.
that are of full age,
Which that are for mature. That
even those who by reason of use have their
experience of
senses exercised to
Right.
discern both tube and rasha.
See that? So after now, when they got mature, they're able to exercise through the experiences of. Guess what they can do? They can discern between tube and rasha. They can know what's right and what's wrong. People didn't realize that's why they were coming to Yahushua. Right. They were asking him about stuff. They found a woman, she was caught in the very act of adultery. Right. They didn't want to know what to do. They were trying to see where was he at. That's why. He was solid. Right. Because I know they have me say, well, let he that's without qatar, let him catch the first stone. Right. I definitely won't tell you not to do it. Right. I know you're trying to catch me up. I'm just saying, but if you done wrong, it's true to condemn you too.
That's right. That's right.
And you know what they did? They cast their rock down and left. And he looked around, he asked her, said, where are your condemner? She said, I don't have none. He said, neither do I. Go. Sit, listen, you get an escape with your kahi. Don't do it again. You see what makes sense? You get an opportunity to escape. You get an opportunity to escape. Don't do the same act. You were finna be killed. She knew she was gonna die. This the Torah. But now he's giving you opportunity to escape this. Don't get caught again. See that? That's beneficial to us. With the temptation, they made a way for her to escape. They wanted to kill her. They brought her to want to find out. We just want to see where he at. Okay? So that's how important it is for us to understand what we're doing. And that's why I was certain word. Before I go, just right quick, just showing why I did it. The 5th chapter of the book of Matthew 5, 14, 12, 13, 14, 13. So we kind of see why I kind of got in this kind of like little antsy about stuff, and I made comments. We went all over the place a little bit. Let me get this. I'm going to talk to y'all for a second. Then y'all record it for the people that's not here out of town, and we'll send it to them right quick. 5, 14. I don't just want to be up here and I just be saying, I don't accept this, I question that without some type of reasoning behind it. You know what I'm saying? He said he the only one grown to do it. I'm not saying that. This y'all life. So y'all owe some kind of explanation if I'm making a decision, don't you?
That's right.
Especially if it's it predicated on your salvation.
That's right.
Okay? I'm not questioning to be questioned. I'm just questioning because I'm just trying to watch a certain pattern from people. These people gave us a book and they know. They taught us that's God's word. When y'all taught that's his infallible word. Yes, you don't question what you told about God. You don't question God. Mm-hmm. If it's something you don't read, you pray for understanding. They put us in there. You ain't finna get no more understanding you had before you done it.
That's right. That's right.
Because it don't work like that. When you read that, pray when you read and get understanding. But how was it we accepted it? Mm-hmm. That's not what happened. He told you that the Malachi, he told you that the Kohan, he said their lips ought to keep knowledge. And the people should seek the Torah at their lip, at their paw. For he is, he the Malachi. 14. So we'll read down, yeah, 17, 14. Okay. Now we'll start 14. Come on. 15, 14. Let's read.
Ye are the Ur of the
Come on,
Olam,
get y'all money together.
a city
You are
that
the Ur which belongs to the Arats. Okay. So he said, you are the light which belong. That's a different. He told her, you are the light of the world. Not recognizing, based on what he write, he was trying to tell you basically where you belong. Because then he said, you are the light which belongs to the world. So and now we can look at that just like the Shemash. If you look, even these folk with outer space stuff, you know they don't never show you sunlight outside. Showing you that the Shemash, that's amazing. How you fly out there where the sun at, and it can't light nothing up around it.
Yeah.
And it only shine in here. This makes you go out here to it, and as soon as you got that black, man, space ought to be lit up. Man, your eyes ought to bust out your head when you get out there. And them cougar beans, four of them things set back. They claim these things set back further than the Shemash. And you see them from down here, then you fly out there, you can't even see them. Where you at?
That's right.
Nigga, where you at, nigga?
That's right.
I ought to see you stand up on that moon. Y'all ought to see a little something like this, real faint back there, that flag. Just stop it. Just stop it. But just using what they use. Notice, let's just for understand, okay? From what they show you, it only shines well in the rock, based off what they show you. Meaning that the Shemash is only to the rocks, okay? Using that based off what they show us. Please don't take me on that I go along with that saying, but I'm using that because that's what we know, okay? Now he just told you, you are the Ur, which belongs to the, only way they would have understood that is the Shemash and the Kukabin and the Yaret. That Ur belongs to us. Because when he sat on in Barashit, he put them here and they were ours. Where we at? Where they belong to? Well, now I just told you you're the Ur of the Arise, which means you belong where? To the Arise. For what? For Ur and for arts, for signs, for time, for season. When people watch us, they should know something going to happen. Them people ain't doing it. Why them people ain't going? Why them people don't eat it? Got it? They start watching. People do things they do by the daytime. They start something. Man, I got to get out of here getting late. See, it dictates time and order. Y'all got it. They know they're supposed to go earn I got to try to get. I got to get to work. I got to supposed to be doing this. I supposed to be. It started to dictate things. It legislate things for them. He said that's the same thing with you. You belong to the rise. So everything you dictate, everything people look at you and they can set a precedent from it. Okay? Okay. Based on him saying you belong to it. A city that sets on
A har
the har.
cannot be hid.
That's right. Come on.
Neither do unashamed light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth aur unto all that are in the bed.
So where that light belong to? So folk way down the street to my man, that's a light. This little light of mine. They ain't even in the house. Who that light belong to when you lit it? To everybody that come in the room. That's what the orator, he broke it down, they understood. I went out. If I light a candle, these lights out here for people out there on 138.
No, sir.
Who they for?
I was in here.
Somebody out there on Highway 20. Man, I can't see it. It don't belong to you. But see, he put us here because we are set him for a reason. He said, a man put a candle, he light it. He don't put on the floor. He put up on the table. He put up on the stand so everybody come in can see it. He said, like a city that's set up on a hill, on a heart. He said, well, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, your significance. Yahushua tried to tell him where he was from. I'm from above. You from beneath. That was letting the folk know he can't here to light their place up. He said, I'm from above. You from beneath.
Yeah.
Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Why you think when they put him up on the heart, it was proof they put him on the place on skull, on the top of the rock? What happened? And when Pelote wrote the title, guess what he did? He wrote it so everybody could see it. He wrote it so everybody could see it. Why he just didn't put him down on low level ground? He put it up so everyone could see it. If you were there, you saw it. That's why he was telling him, get it down. He said, no, what I wrote. I could talk that, and I'm not going to change it. Okay? Come on. 16, that makes sense to y'all? All right. 16. So also,
Let your aur so shine before unashamed, that they may see your two works, and kabul your Abba, which is in Shamayim.
Shaman. You see how it works? Now, if you know how an oil works in a house when it's lit or cut on, he said that's what you're supposed to do among unashamed. So that's how you realize how you belong to the rock. Not you belong to him. Well, he said I belong to the rock, so I gotta smoke and drink, get whole. No. He put you here for a significant purpose. So people could see you and they get a kaboom back. Y'all got it? All right. Well, you done seen folks, your light been out, light come on. You say, woo, lights back on. It bring light back to a room.
Yeah.
Sometimes y'all had that light. When light call your house, I don't care what your house dead. It's an energy flows through your house. Well, he said that's how you work. It's an energy flow for you. So then when people can see that oil and see the works you're doing in the oil or you being the oil, guess what? That caboose should go back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let's say 17.
Think
Do
not that I am come to destroy.
Well, you know they said do not imagine. Think if you imagining something, you thinking about it. Okay?
Yeah.
Do not imagine.
That I am come to destroy the Torah.
He said to violate it. Because that's what you'll do if you destroy it. You will actually be violated. Okay? Or,
The Nabaim.
he said, or the Dabareems. That said the Nabaems.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Violate the Torah or the Dabareems of the Nabaems. The words that the Nabaim have spoken. I have
Not come to destroy,
to violate,
but to fulfill.
but to fulfill. Let's see how that works.
Or Aman, I say unto you, till Shamayim and Arats pass,
Away.
one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the Torah till all be fulfilled.
Be established. That's why he put the yard and he put the stroke. They put not one, what they put?
Jot.
The jot. It's going to flow back over to, I think, the, what's the iota? Mm-hmm. It's actually what they're going to use when you go to the Greek, because the iota is the smallest Greek alphabet. So if people translate, they'll give you iota, because they'll try to push you back over into a Greek concept. The Greeks weren't even ruled, mainly they Latin, so the Latins used the Greek. See, all these people that fell out and conquered one another, they still use one another's stuff. And won't give you credit for none of yours. Now, he went back and put yard, because they don't have yard in there. Because the yard is your smallest. Mm-hmm. Now, let me get this straight. He's talking to people that's arboreal right here on the rocks, that's sitting on a Latin rule. What is he doing talking about yard? Get him some Greek connotation. Mm. Now he's going to speak from Shamayim, and now say he's going to start speaking Greek. Let me give y'all some Greek martially. When he's sitting on the rock, he's giving them stuff that goes right and coexists inside of our Torah, the yard. Mm-hmm. You could have easily got him a Greek proverb. This is why a lot of things become questionable. Okay? So that's why I said a lot of things we have to look at. We don't know everything. We want to stay honest enough to make sure our whole purpose of why we examine things, because we're only trying to get to the truth. A lot of people say trying to get to the truth going the wrong way. I want to go the right way and get to the truth. I want to question things because I know that my oppressor had played with this before he gave it to me. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how much study these people do. All they study, when we go back to look at the root word or go back to look at when words originated the date, that's our stuff. It's their stuff. They lie about dates and times too. They will lie too to get themselves credit to look like it's older than what it is. So when you're dealing with them, you won't find no truth in them. Okay? When he told you that they were of their Abba, Satan, and the lust of their Abba they'll do, he was a murderer from when? And he won't stay well. And when he speak a kazar, that's right. Because he is a kazar, he is a liar, and he's an Abba of it. So when these folks tell them lies, they get it from their daddy. Mm-hmm. They get it from their daddy. So when you sit around and you watch these people do this stuff, you just can't sit here and take everything they say. So I want y'all to be conscious when we come here, because it's important for us we're going through to look, examine, and make sure we're right. And leave room for correction. Okay? I ain't totally ruled out. I'm just giving you some basis of why I say, for me, it's questionable. but I have to make sure I explain myself in a way because this is your amanah. You can't afford from the point just saying, well, for me, I don't like it. That's not a reasoning. This is my amanah. This is how I'm supposed to enter in by be a money on what he said. Unfortunately, you don't have what he said. You have what a lot of people have gone back and call themselves translating. And a lot they do to what's favorable to them. You can translate every writer. There is no writer that don't write favoritism. It does not exist. They say, all right, y'all got it? The writer that wrote for Elohim had favoritism. Most of these people don't know about writing. Writers write with prejudice. Okay? So you got to understand that. So you got to look at when preachers preach, they have prejudice too. But I can't afford for you to have prejudice when it comes out of my soul. And you can't afford for somebody, me and nobody to have prejudice when it comes to your soul and it's something right, but it's just something they don't like. Does it make sense? The only thing I'm bringing up, I want to make sure we clear. I'm not trying to send y'all through on no message path of attacking no debate. I'm just telling you that certain things just spark you to just look and question the motive that you're telling me that he spoke from Shamayim to give him a Greek proverb. It's just questionable. We got it? So I say things in a way that I want you to leave room that you can correct something. At the same time, you're just trying to watch for validity because it's your nafash. That makes sense? That's two.